Unspoken secret. As I said, it looks wintry, so this might be a Zane-focused chapter, even though we haven't done Raphael in a very long time. I press my thumb down on the lock, and Grandma's box opens with a light mechanical go. Oh, that's right, Zane gave her the box. The lamp on the desk shines over yellowed papers. The ones at the top of the pile appear to contain experimental data with diagrams. Observation log. The subject's heart has been stable for the past 72 hours. Preliminary assessments indicate fusion with the Aether core was successful. AC fluctuation test number 1. The energy fluctuation value of the Aether core has reached level 2. The subject's heart is stable. Why is her grandmother getting an Aether core in her heart? Is this like some sort of experimental medical practices? AC fluctuation test number 2. The energy fluctuation value of the Aether core has reached level 3. The subject's heart is stable. Fusing a protocore with human heart? Why did Grandma have records about an illegal experiment like this? Oh, were we not convinced that it was her heart? Oh, I just assumed it was her heart. Is that bad of me? Grandma's in some shady shit, Evie. It is also the first time I've heard of a protocore called an Aether core. Could it be related to the one the association is looking for? Actually, that brings up a really good point. Xavier is looking for a specific protocore, but that made sense when he wasn't part of the Hunter Association, because it's like, okay, cool, he's got his own goals. But he is part of the association, so he's been destroying protocores for no reason when the Hunters could have used those protocores. And does that mean the association is looking for these special protocores that he's looking for, or is it just a personal hunt? Like, I've got no clue. So much about this game doesn't make sense. I don't know the name of this special protocol and continue to read the files. Why do you need to jot down the name? It's not that hard to remember. The next few sheets report similar data. The last sheet, however, is handwritten instead of typed. Test number 12. AC fluctuation test number 12. The energy core fluctuation value of the Aether core has reached level 7. The subject is showing abnormal signs. Warning, stop it. I want to zoom in! Oh my god, sorry. Putting this right in front of my face. Subject info. An Hansen class female, age 7 to 8? This is a child. Hey, wait a minute. Are these my records? Because Evie had surgery on her heart. From what I can gather. It's really confusing. I don't really go out and say anything explicitly, but I assume she's had surgery on her heart at least once. Are these from when she was a child? Does she have an Aether core inside her? Okay, well, that's interesting. The messy red handwriting ends there with 3 startling exclamation marks. Hard to tell. They could be exclamation marks. It's on top of the red writing, and it doesn't look very handwritten. It looks typed, actually. This looks like Grandma's handwriting. As I read the documents, a feeling of dread fills the room. Gender, female, age 7 to 8. Evol. Oh, is that what it said? No, that just says subject info. And Hansen class. There's no name in the subject information category, but there's enough to make an educated guess. And Hansen class Evol. Could this test subject be? Questions and answers interlocked like chains in my mind. Did Zane know about this? How much older than me is Zane, really? The sweet grandma I knew has revealed a side of her I didn't know she had. Could the test subject in these records be me? As the initial shock subsides, I hesitate for a moment, then pick up the phone to call the only person who might have an answer.
Did something happen?
If only you knew, bro. Zane, I need to ask you a question. Sensing the urgency in my voice, Zane's voice also becomes serious.
I'm listening.
It's about my heart. It's a protocol fragment in it, the same as the ones in other protocol syndrome patients. My own doctor wouldn't tell me some medical information related to me? Isn't that some sort of breach of medical professionalism? I just went through the stuff Grandma left me. The voice on the other end of the phone is silent. Zane seems to be thinking about how to respond.
It certainly is a strange protocol fragment. After reviewing your condition, I've tried to find similar cases. But as far as I'm aware, you are the only one.
Yay, I'm a Mary Sue. Is that because it's the Aether core? You're my primary care physician. Grandma also entrusted you to give me these papers. She must have a good reason.
It's only been 6 months since she passed. Regardless, aside from its name, I don't know much about it.
I'm sorry, my jaw has just massively dropped onto the floor. It's been 6 months since her grandmother passed? This is what I mean about this storyline. It just... We've completely ignored the island that Raphael was going to go to because, let's face it, it had to have happened sometime in these 6 months. That's just ridiculous. We still don't know a single thing about Xavier, despite the fact that we're ostensibly partners at the Hunters Association, but I know nothing about this dude, and I've worked with him for over 6 months now. Question mark. Zane has had these documents and files from my grandmother that were entrusted into his keeping to then give to me. Why did he wait 6 months for that? I don't understand. Was that a specification of my grandmother in her will? Like, I have so many questions, and it's never going to give me an answer regarding that. But also, why has it been 6 months and she still has no hints about what happened? She was all gung-ho about, I need to find out the truth of what happened. And she's done nothing in 6 months? Really? The pacing of this game is so off. You guys need a writer who knows what they're doing.
The fragment in your heart has been there for a long time. Perhaps there is someone who can provide us with information. Do you remember Dr. Noah?
Nope. The person Zane is talking about was the previous chief medical officer of Axo Hospital. He's an old acquaintance of Grandma and Zane's teacher. He's also the first doctor to treat my heart disease. Well, the question is, why has this information not come to light? If he was the first doctor to treat Evie, wouldn't he already know all these facts and have done his research? When she was 7 to 8, a very long time ago. And then if Zane knew about her heart, why was he not conferring with his teacher so they could get the answers before now? Why did 2 medical professionals have a problem about my health in front of them and neither of them did anything? That doesn't make any sense. If anyone knows something about the files Grandma left, it's him.
Dr. Noah is currently doing a personal research project in
Told you this is a
Snowcrest.
Zane chapter.
If you want to meet him, I can help you get in touch. However, the weather in that area has been quite unpredictable as of late. The train to Snowcrest is often unavailable. I suggest visiting him in 2 weeks.
Well, it's not like an extra 2 weeks are going to make a difference when I've been waiting 6 months. I don't have the time. What do you mean you don't have the time? Bitch, you've been doing nothing for 6 months. I don't think 2 more weeks is going to kill you. Literally. Alright, I'll think about it. I try my best to sound nonchalant, but I already made up my mind. Oh, she's just going to forge ahead into a big massive snowstorm. Yay, Evie is so intelligent. I'm so glad I'm playing Evie. Please tell me she's not actually doing that, right? Snow-kissed coffee. Yep.
So you're already in the Arctic? Did anyone go with you?
If something happens to her because of how frosty it is here, because she didn't wait 2 weeks, she's going to fall into the TSTL category, which is too stupid to live. Yes, Tara, I am. I'm so glad that I told everybody I was doing this. How do I get a leave of absence from work? Can I just ask as well? Don't worry, I'm just going to relax at Snowcrest. I'll be back in a few days.
Really? That's good. If you kept working so much, they'd need to install an anti-workaholic mechanism in the watch.
Don't think that would help in any way, shape, or form.
Have fun on your vacation.
Yeah, it's real relaxing. Yeah, I'll get some souvenirs for you. I end the call with Tara. Outside, the blizzard has stopped. Oh, it's a miracle. The sky appears more vivid than in other places. The dazzling blue hues cascade past the snow-capped mountains.
Ladies and gentlemen, we regret to inform you that the next train to Snowcrest has been cancelled. We apologize for the inconvenience.
So she's going on foot? We're currently in the middle of travel season. After hearing the announcement, the people on the platform drag their luggage back to their waiting room and grumble. After getting Dr. Noah's contact info from Zane yesterday, I immediately scheduled a meeting for today. Watching the time tick away on my phone, I approached the counter, unwilling to give up on my journey. Excuse me, are there other ways to get to Snowcrest besides taking the Boreas Express?
We still don't know if the train has been cancelled because of the weather or for another reason. For your safety, please wait.
What? That is another level of unprofessionalism. When you have a problem with the train, and there could be a worst case scenario, you don't tell a strange passing by person who's waiting for the train that, ooh, it could be some other sinister reason, or it could just be cancelled because of the weather. You say, hey, yeah, it's been cancelled because of the weather, just patiently wait. Why would you say that?
1 cheesecake and 1 croissant, please. Thank you.
They do not go together. A familiar voice reaches my ears. Surprised, I turn around and spot Zane at a cafe nearby. His fingers pause over the glass display. Zane looks at me, but he doesn't seem surprised. Of course he doesn't. Plus something phases this dude. What do you mean it's you? What a strange phrase. I immediately regret calling out to him. I try to suppress my guilt and wave at him. I pretend it's just a normal day. Why are you here? What a stupid question. Really, where did Evie's intelligence disappear to?
There's been a new development in Dr. Noah's research. He asked me to visit him a week ago.
And you didn't think to bring this up when we spoke last night? After answering my poor excuse for question, Zane's gaze shifts back to the freshly baked bread on the counter, except he's not getting the bread.
He's not as young as he used to be and can't always do things alone anymore. I help him whenever I'm not too busy with work.
How does a medical professional get leave at the drop of a hat as well? This dude's a surgeon. And when he's not being a surgeon, he's apparently people's primary care physician, which is just weird, like I keep saying. But this dude has a busy schedule. You can't just go on leave because you need to a week later. Wow.
Would you like to eat something together?
No, I really wouldn't. Thanks, I'll get a sandwich then. This dude is eating croissants and cheesecake and you get a freaking sandwich? Ugh.
Sir, the 2 lattes you ordered are ready. Here are to go.
As Zane is about to pay, I beat him to it. It's on me. Since we're both stuck at the station, why don't we keep each other? I noticed the 2 lattes on the counter and suddenly realized there's something off. Why did you get 2 lattes? He makes a soft and takes one of the lattes from me. The hot steam shrouds the smile on his face.
Did I say we met by chance?
I mean, I never thought you did. I thought he was just saving face. Or saving her face, even. I mean, it's very obvious what Evie would have done. Beyond expectations. There is only one flight from Lincoln City to the Arctic. It departs in the morning and arrives in the evening local time once a day. Wait, that must have mean he must have taken the exact same flight as Evie if it's literally the next day. But assuming it's the next day, it might not be. Snowcrest, where Dr. Noah isn't that far from this train station, but because of how undeveloped the transportation system is in this vast, sparsely populated region, we can only take this particular train to go there. The display screen hanging overhead shows rows and rows of red delay notices. The number of people in the waiting room decreases. In my waiting room? Trains don't have waiting rooms. As we wait, my mind recalls the files Grandma left me. There must be secrets behind it that are connected to me. Maybe it can also explain that explosion. I don't know that an explosion that killed your grandmother and your childhood friend have anything to do with your heart, but okay. Wouldn't there have been attempts on her life instead?
What are you thinking about?
Nothing important, to be honest. Zane's voice interrupts my drifting thoughts. I force a smile. I'm thinking about what an ether core is and why it was fused with my heart. What if I'm a dangerous experiment that escaped from a secret lab? Maybe armed men in suits will suddenly appear to take me away in seconds. Am I biologically my grandmother's child, or did she take me in? Don't think we'll ever find out the answer to that one either. Also, who was the one who fused my heart with an ether core? Because they should really be the person we should be hitting up. Zane listens to my wild thoughts without interrupting. And wouldn't there actually been some business branding on these reports? Lab reports always have the business that it's at. Well, a few seconds have passed, and nothing happened.
Maybe you'll get your answers when we arrive in Snowcrest.
Or maybe we won't, because that would make the game too short. Oh, it is short as it is anyway. Zane gently comforts me as if sensing my fear.
The protocore energy in your heart has always been stable. It can form an invisible shield to protect your heart when you're attacked. You also haven't become as weak as other patients with protocore syndrome. In other words, it's a power made just for you.
Still weird. It was made just for me.
You won't have to worry about it anytime soon. You'll live for a long time, long enough to find out the truth.
I'd like to know why you didn't tell me about this, considering it was my body and you're my primary care physician. I put my hand over my chest, trying to feel for anything weird in my heartbeat. Will the person who put the ether core in my heart want it back one day? That'd be incredibly selfish.
Ladies and gentlemen, we regret to inform you that the train to Snowcrest will be delayed until 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Sorry, phone notification. I don't know what it was, but it's gone off. Really, it will be that long?
I'm not surprised.
Neither am I.
We'll have to spend the night in a hotel near the station.
It doesn't occur to either of you two to just walk? I thought you were insinuating that it wasn't that great of a distance. And if you're that desperate for answers, a little blizzard's not going to stop Evie. A group of fully geared hunters rushes past us. The Evol railguns in their hands are glowing blue. They're clearly charged. Oh, wow. Way to keep calm with the populace by having armed special forces run past ready to shoot. That's a good idea. To be armed in, is a delay caused by wanderers?
Let's get going. Heard wanderers showed up in the dispatch center.
That sucks. I wanted to see the Aurora and Snowcrest.
I want to see an Aurora Borealis too. But that requires going to like Northern Europe where it's fucking cold at a really terrible time of the year. Or getting super lucky going down to Lower Australia. Like that shit is so rare. You can't plan ahead for that. For the Aurora Australis. So, yeah. Don't think I'm ever going to see one of those in my lifetime. They pick up their luggage and follow the very apologetic staff to a nearby hotel. I stay on the bench. Zane wants to get up, but stops after glancing at me.
Are we not leaving?
Right? Are we not going after the Wanderers? Those hunters are on a mission. They must have a way to get to wherever they need to go, no matter how bad the weather is. Yeah, so why are we still just sitting here? An idea pops into my mind. Dramatic zoom in. I grab Zane by the arm and chase after them. Let's help out. I mean, obviously. You're just a bit slow off the mark there, Evie. Oop, into battle. Oh no. It's with Zane. Am I gonna have to level his shit up? I don't have the materials for that, and I'm not grinding for them. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. Online it kept saying, you don't have enough level up materials throughout the story to level up all 3 characters. You kind of have to though. Level 29, I can't just smash my way through this. Oh boy, this is not gonna end well. I hope you auto-equip the good shit. It hasn't. That sounds about right. Oh, no, it just get... Ahaha. I forgot that about the story quests because it's been so long since I played one. It auto-levels your shit. It doesn't actually, like, level them. It just gives you, like, false memories to use. It's fine. Oh, I've actually got to do the battle myself. Ugh. Oh. I feel like I don't normally have my charge cable in my phone when I do this, but I always charge my phone when I play this game. This feels weird. It's been a long time since I've done battle because I usually just leave it on auto battle. Oh well, I'll make some efforts this time around. The fewer battles we get in, the better.
Make this quick.
Oh, he's pretty. Because Elysian service.
It's your turn.
I really don't
No
like.
problem. Zane.
Oh, Zane's a healer. That's right. I forgot about that.
Is this what you
Oh,
wanted?
she's using a sword.
Perfect.
Oh, gross. Sorry. Let me go chase after the damn thing.
Keep your distance, or else it's your turn.
Keep your distance,
It is weak.
bro. What
Now's
part
our
of
chance.
I've just realized I'm using a sword do you not comprehend?
My turn.
Keep your tempo.
Eat this.
Victory is what...
Pay attention.
It's your turn.
No problem.
Does he only do
Dr.
health?
Zane.
Does he do any damage?
Fall back.
Can't tell really. I should try and get the perfect dodge, you know.
Keep your distance. Or be careful.
Or just let him do that. That works too. Oops,
It's
what am I
your
even doing?
Nope.
It is weak. Now's our chance. Let's do this together.
Okay.
It's funny that she
It's
has
falling apart. We won.
guns
We
as her
crushed
default weapon. Sorry. She has the sword as the weapon here, but the ult is a bow. Like, she goes from melee to bow and then back. I mean, I only just realized how weird that is. Does this usually come in 3s? I would have liked to have gotten some story before they just chucked us in battle, though. You know, us understanding the situation. Oh, we're not going into more battle. See what I mean, though? There's no...
Thanks a bunch. The dispatch center was quite crowded. Lincoln hunters like yourself have more experience in evacuating people and preparing for battle.
It doesn't really introduce things. It's like, oh, hey, if we go over that way, there might be wanderers. We don't look at us getting there, discussing with the hunters what the hell's going on, go, oh my god, the wanderers are getting out of control, and then get into combat. You just skip straight to combat. It feels like I'm missing half the story. Don't mention it. We all learn from one another.
The magnetic field here is unique. Wanderers usually hang around the snowfield and mountains. They only started appearing in crowded places recently. It's probably because...
Missing full stop. And why? He smiles and trails off. That information is probably classified. Yeah, but aren't I a hunter too? Does he have higher clearance level than I have?
Judging from the scale of the damage at the dispatch center, no trains will be leaving from today onward. You guys are headed for Snowcrest, right? If you'd like, we can lend you a transport vehicle. It'll be bumpy, but it can traverse the snowy terrain.
You have my gratitude.
It's parked right outside the train station. Come with me.
They're literally just giving me their vehicle? Or is he giving me a lift? Because if he's giving me a lift, he needs to pick me up on the other end. It starts to snow outside. Zane and I stand in the freezing wind. A majestic 4-dog sleigh is in front of us. The dogs are all handsome and have thick fur. Their height is around half an average person's.
What do you think? It's a specialty here. Treat it like a tourist experience.
Here I was thinking it was going to be some kick-ass snowmobile or some kick-ass snow truck, and they get me a sled. We're so advanced in this day and age, guys. Awesome.
It's up to you now. My team is leaving. See ya!
I'll just take care of your dogs, shall I? Another cold gust blows up past us. I look at Zane quietly and smile sheepishly. We won't be able to make it to Snowcrest tonight. Maybe we should find a hotel nearby. Zane hops into the sleigh and grabs the reins effortlessly with his gloved hands.
Get on.
So you know how to drive? I mean, ride it? It can't be that difficult. It's just like riding a horse, essentially.
Not all of my trips
In
were
terms of
accompanied
reins, I
by
meant.
medical staff. I've ridden these sleighs a few times.
If you say so. But those are actual dogs.
You're on the deluxe snow dog. The auto-driving system has been fully upgraded. Please select one of the following to start your adventure. Sightseeing. Full speed ahead. Children friendly.
I still swear that sounds like Venti. It can talk. I stumble as I board the sleigh and almost fall into the snow because every great heroine must have balance issues. Zane grabs my arm just in time. In the howling wind, Zane glances at me through his goggles. I didn't realize he had any. His voice, muffled by his scarf, carries a hint of mirth.
Shall we get going?
Well, I would have been going 5 minutes ago, but Evie is somewhat useless as a human being. So yes, please, let's. Please drive safely. After passing through the vast snowfields, the terrain becomes even more mountainous. At the end of the horizon is Snowcrest, shrouded in dusk. It looks pretty bloody sunny to me. Why does the sound keep going funny? The sleigh dogs start their journey back immediately. I run my slightly windburnt face and walk to Zane. The dogs go by themselves back? That doesn't seem very safe. And how are we going to get back if our vehicle just ran off? Judging from how well you steered, you're definitely not someone who helps out a few times a year. You're a local. What did Dr. Noah say? Should we go directly to him, or what do you mean, what did Dr. Noah say? Didn't she say that she was in contact with him and arranged to meet this day? This is awkward.
He said he's busy at the moment and can't pick us up in person, but...
Zane pauses, curious to meet his gaze.
He's arranged our pickup ride.
He couldn't arrange that from the train station on the other end. A snow-white silhouette suddenly appears between us. What is that? Oh, that's literally what she says? I was just looking at the picture.
I almost forgot how clingy he is.
Why is a dog picking us up? Is he like a teleport dog? What is he doing? In response, the white creature leaps out from the flower bed and lands on Zane's luggage. Only now do I see it's a little white fox. Is it? Yeah, I suppose it is. Zane closes his eyes as if hit by a migraine. When he opens his eyes, his expression returns to normal.
You've gained weight, Pi.
Pi? You two know each other? You think? He's only been making side comments that allude to as much.
He is Dr. Noah's pickup ride.
How is he going to help us transport from one point to another? We're just gonna not even tell us how that works. Okay, mysterious fox magically gets us from point A to point B. Oh no, we are gonna do this chapter. Okay, enigmatic guide.